Today I'm showing you Martin Garrix and Dua Lipa, Scared to be Lonely. And before we start, I just want to tell you guys that it's really hard to make these kind of electronic songs because they use sidechaining. And you can't sidechain in Garageband, but I always try to find a solution for it, just like lowering the attack or something like that. But anyway, let's start making this song. Start by setting your tempo to 138. Click on the plus and add about 50 sections. And then you want to choose Other and go down to String Sustain. And drag the release, pointing like this. Click on the effects, add half of the treble, remove the bass, and add just as much reverb so it lines up with the treble. And then go into the edit mode, just put out a note, go out, zoom in, and drag it out all the way to 10, and go in again. And add these notes starting around C4. And then you want to switch this back, click on the screen, select them all, click on the green ones and copy. Paste them between 5 and 6. And now switch on this one, and you want to remove these 3 notes and add these 2. So all together. And now copy this one and paste it all the way here at 37. Because at 37 we're going to use the whole one, but for the beginning we're only going to use half part. So remove it to between 5 and 6. And add a sampler. And you want to sing a note like this. And trim off a bit of the beginning, so you use the part when you really hold this one note. You can also tune it if you want to. If you want to, you can just use my voice. Also go into shape and drag this one forward. So we get a slower attack. And drag this one in. And maybe just a little bit of the end. And then go into the track view. Just click on this one, copy, and paste it on the sampler. And I'm gonna have the highest volume on the sampler, but you have to listen to your and have the volume so it sounds good. Also go into the effects on the sampler, remove the treble, add just as much echo as the reverb, but drag the reverb all the way up here. And also click on the sampler and on duplicate, but go into the effects on your other sampler and add some treble. And add a keyboard. And if you click on the keyboard you will go to the sampler, so just click on Smart Piano and turn off this one. And now add a synth pad and go down to Warming Waves. And have the cutoff, the attack and the release pointing in the same direction. Like this. And add some reverb. Remove the echo and have the volume in the middle. Go into the edit mode. Put out something at 2. Go out. And drag it out to 6 and go in again. And lay these chords around C3. And also some bass notes. So all together. And loop this. And also add a drum at 2. Choose trapdoor. Click on the effects. Remove a little bit of the treble. Have the reverb in the middle. And the volume a little bit lower the middle. And then go into edit. Just put out something. Go out. zoom in and drag it out to 6 and go in again. And now put out this shaker 5 times, and at 4, 6 times. And loop it. And add a keyboard at 2. Choose synth pads again, but this time the Hollywood strings. Drag down the release and go into the effects. Have the volume just as low as the echo. And then go into the edit mode and put out these notes below C4. And loop it. And at 13 you want to add a new keyboard. Choose Synth Classics and Gentle Bells. And turn these knobs like this. Go into the effects, turn off the treble and add full reverb. And then go into the edit mode at 13 and put out these 4 notes. Copy this one, put it at 17 and also at 29. And at 14 add a drum, choose trapdoor again, but have the highest volume and go into edit. Just put out something, go out, drag it out to double size and go in again. And add the highest kick like this. And loop it. Add a new drum again and choose trapdoor. Go into the effects. Add maybe a third of the reverb, half of the treble, and have the volume somewhere in the middle. And then go into edit and add just 1 snare. And loop it. Add a last trapdoor at 14 and have the volume just a little bit higher the middle. And then go into edit, just put out something, go out, drag it out to 16 and go in again. And now add the lowest hi-hat, but you have to zoom in a little bit first. And zoom in even more, add 1 extra here, switch this back, mark these ones, copy them to 15, and the last one, zoom in, make it half size and add 1 extra. So together. And of course loop it. And at 14 also add a keyboard and choose synth bass and go down to substantial kick. And turn these knobs like this. And then have the volume in the middle. And now go into edit, just put out a note, go out, drag it out to 18 and go in again. And add these bass notes around C2. So all together. Copy this one. Put it at 18, but remove it to 21. Also add a guitar at 14 and choose Classic Clean. Have the volume a little bit lower, the middle. Go into edit, just put out a note, go out, drag it out to 18 and go in again. And put out these notes, but zoom in a little bit. And also add a mute and drag it out all the way. Copy this one and put it at 18. And now go to the track view, go up to your strings, click on it and on duplicate. And now drag this one down and put it at the bottom, so we don't get confused with the other strings. And now go up here and copy this melody, the whole melody that we're going to use in the chorus, paste it here at 13, but remove it to 14. Also go into the effects, add full reverb, and drag the treble down all the way to the left. Also have the volume a little bit lower in the middle. And now remove your Hollywood strings to 14, where the drum starts. Remove these two to 22, and remove all the drums to 20. But zoom in on your trapdoor with the hi-hat and drag it out so you get just one more hi-hat. And now at 22, go into your warming waves, just put out the note, go out, zoom in and drag it out to 26 and go in again. And lay these chords around C3. And loop it. Also copy this one and put it on your Hollywood strings. Go into your substantial kick at 22, just put out something, go out, zoom in and drag it out to 26 and go in again. And put out these bass notes around C2. And loop this one. And now remove these 3 to 37. And at 30, add a drum and choose trapdoor again. Click on the effects, have almost the highest volume, and remove the treble. Go into the edit mode, just put out something, go out, zoom in and drag it out all the way to 37 and go in again. And put out the highest kick like this. And then zoom in. Go back to the track view, and at 30, add a loop, choose Shaker and Big Maracas 5. And just put it here. Remove it to 37, go into the effects, have a low volume, remove a little bit of the treble, and have the reverb in the middle. And at 34, add a drum, choose trapdoor again, but go into the effects, have the volume just a little bit lower, the middle, add a little bit of treble, and also add reverb to the middle. And then go into edit, just put out something, go out, drag it out to 37, go in again, and add a clap build up. Go to the track view again, and at 37, go into your trapdoor with a snare, and add these two. And zoom in a little bit. And also copy your strings and make sure you put it on the second sampler where we have increased the treble. And at 38, go into your trapdoor with a kick, the one that we used in the verse. Just put out something, go out, drag it out to 40 and go in again. And put out the highest kick. Copy this one, put it at 40, and at 42 you want to go back to the same drum and use the drum from the verse. So just paste it. And we're going to remove everything to 46. Also copy the snare from the verse and paste it at 38 and drag it out to 46. Also go into your substantial kick, Just put out the note, go out, drag it out all the way to 46 and go in again. And put out these bass notes around C2. And now switch this back, mark them, and copy them to 42. But these two, you want to drag down, like this. Also add a keyboard, choose synth leads, and hyperdance, and turn these ones like this. And have the volume in the middle, go to the track view, copy your substantial kick, and put it on your hyperdance. Add a new keyboard, choose synth leads again, but dance anthem, and turn these ones like this. Click on the effects, remove the echo, add reverb to the middle, and have the volume in the middle. Go into the edit mode, just put out something, go out, drag it out to 42 and go in again. And add these chords around C3. So all together. And loop this one, but only to 46. And add a new keyboard, choose Synth Classics and Rich Oscillators, and turn in these ones like this. Go into the effects, have the volume a little bit lower in the middle, and add maybe a third of the reverb. Go into the track view, just copy these chords, put it here, but go into the settings and click on plus on octave, and add a new keyboard, and this time choose synth pads and hollow strings. Turn in these two down to the left, click on effects, remove the echo, and have the volume in the middle, and go into the track view again, and just paste the chorus again from the first one, and go into the settings, click on plus on octave, and also add a loop, choose all drums, and go down to long crash cymbal 3, and just drag it out, and put it at 38 where the chorus starts, and also copy this one, just paste it here somewhere, click on it on settings and reverse it, and now drag it back so that it stops at 22. But also go into the settings and drag this one down to around -10. Have the volume in the middle, click on the effects, add full treble, remove the bass, and full reverb. And this is how it sounds like with the melody. And that's about it, so thanks for watching, make sure to like and subscribe, and good luck with your song.